Nickelodeon TV. If you think back to the late 90s and early 2000s, Nick was all over kids broadcasting. Up there as one of the big names with Disney and Cartoon Network. But did you know the Nickelodeon wasn't just on your TV? It could have been in your hands and on your bookshelves as well? You heard it right. Nickelodeon used to have a book series in the early 2000s. But whatever happened to this mysterious book series that was filled with our favorite childhood characters? Introducing the Nick Zone Book Series! Produced by Scholastic in collaboration with Nickelodeon from 2003 to 2005. It featured storybooks based on Nickelodeon's most popular shows with some of your favorite animated characters. So, sit back, relax, don't forget to hit like and subscribe as we dive into the story behind Nickelodeon's short-lived book series, Nick Zone. In the early 2000s, Nickelodeon expanded its reach beyond television and merchandise to print media, collaborating with Scholastic to create a book line called Nick Zone, aimed to combine educational content with popular entertainment using well-known Nicktoons characters. They took sight at popular distribution method at the time for children's books, Scholastic. Yeah, Scholastic had those super cool book fairs when you were growing up, remember? When they would hand out catalogs for the fair a couple weeks or so before the coveted day in class. The excitement of a school event, mixed with the possibility of getting our grubby little paws on the books of our favorite characters, was at times just too much to bear. So many supercar and hypercar posters ended up on boys' walls because of these book fairs. Like, if you were a boy from this era, it is almost guaranteed that at one point or another, if you went to these book fairs, that one of those posters ended up on your wall in your bedroom. Did you know that these book fairs are actually still going on today? Like, you would have thought that smartphones, tablets, and e-readers would have knocked them out of existence, like so many other childhood nostalgias. But nope, still there. And their Scholastic Book Club is still a thing too, if you were ever a part of that. Anyway, these book fairs helped Nickelodeon to launch their all-new kids' books right into the hands and homes of the kids who enjoyed their TV shows, and were looking to get more of their favorite characters right into their homes and bedtimes when story time hit. And the Nick Zone series allowed for just that. The first Nick Zone books hit Scholastic Book Fair shelves in September of 2023 with two titles, SpongeBob Movie Pants and the Fairly OddParents in Token Wishes. A fantastic amount of other books and other Nickelodeon characters began to hit the shelves. These included TV shows like SpongeBob SquarePants, the Fairly OddParents, Jimmy Neutron, All Grown Up, Rocket Power, The Wild Thornberries. We had books where SpongeBob was a clown or in a medieval world. We had books about Rugrats dealing with babysitters and pretending to be pirates. There was even a Jimmy Neutron book with the title of Llama Drama. The series run also included Danny Phantom's first and only storybook adaptation, Stage Fright, which was also included as one of the last releases for the Nick Zone series. So with these books being so freaking awesome, why did the Nick Zone line fail? The Nick Zone books line had somewhat of a short lifespan. It only ran for 2 years between 2003 and 2005. But why such a short run for such a promising series? Weren't the kids clamoring to their local book fair to grab every SpongeBob picture from their bookshelf? Well, not exactly. There were several potential factors behind the downfall. Number 1. Shifts in media consumption. With the rise of the internet and digital content, kids were moving away from printed books, with Sony releasing its popular e-reader in 2006. With the rise of the digital age, kids had less interest in books and would rather spend their allowance on digital media or new trends than an old dusty book. Number 2. Market saturation. There were too many competing book series. and Nick Zone struggled to stand out against the others like Goosebumps and Harry Potter. I even remember other series like Junie B. Jones and Magic Treehouse that I would circle in my catalog, fighting for attention between those and the Nick Zone picks. A kid could only beg for so many circled books, and a lot of the time, the Nick Zones just didn't make the cut. Number 3, lack of promotion. Despite Nickelodeon's popularity, the book series wasn't heavily promoted, limiting its reach. I honestly forgot about them entirely, and never really had heard about them a ton as a kid. All it would have taken was a quick ad campaign on Nick about making sure to get your exclusive Nick books at your local Scholastic book fair, or sign up for the Scholastic book club and get Rocket Power books to your door. You get where I'm going here. So much lost potential. Sometimes kids do want to read, and it's up to us, the adults, to find ways to get them excited about it. No matter the cause, Nick Zone published its last book through Scholastic in October of 2005. It had a run with 28 books in total, spanning a 2-year run and giving us more items to beg for once we got home with that freshly marked up book fair catalog. Some of the SpongeBob books were actually re-released on the digital book markets in 2011, but no other news has come out about other digital or physical releases or re-releases under the retired book brand name Nick Zone. There's no denying that Nick Zone left a nostalgic footprint despite its short run. The Fairly OddParents and SpongeBob titles remain collector's items for die-hard fans. Even popular YouTuber Marcus Jones from Comfort Cartoons has a stack of Nick Zone books in his collection. Millennials are now trying to get back their childhoods, living in nostalgia by amassing popular items and toys of the day, making these books more of a collectible commodity every day, with their value no doubt increasing over time, as its rarity for good condition items only rises. Though many kids today may not know of the series, for early 2000s kids, Nick Zone was the part of Nickelodeon's broader world building. Between the shows, merchandise, hotel, and books, you could bathe in that bright orange, creative, bumper-filled, green, slime-covered universe that was the early 2000s Nickelodeon. Ah, the golden years. While the Nick Zone books may have faded from memory, they remain a fascinating part of Nickelodeon's history, an attempt to bring their shows off the screen and into kids' hands. Even though these attempts failed due to multiple factors, the biggest seemed to be their lack of marketing for the product, which was ironic seeing that they created and owned their own TV station. Were you one of the lucky kids who read or owned one of these books? Let us know in the comments which Nick Zone story was your favorite. What other types of books did you get at your Scholastic book fairs? Or items, posters, really anything. Also, let us know what 80s, 90s, or early 2000s toys, tech, or trends you want us to cover next. I'm Aaron, and thanks for watching Retro Vault. This is